Picture this. You're online. It's late. You weren't planning to buy anything, but somehow you're staring at a $240 pair of shoes. And right under the price it says, or just $40 today. 6 payments, no interest, no fees. Sounds harmless, responsible even. So you click Buy Now, and you feel nothing. No pain, no stress, no guilt. Look, if you've ever used Buy Now, Pay Later and thought, wait, this doesn't even feel like spending money, this video is literally for you. Because that feeling, that's not convenience. That's the trap. My name is Peter, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money decisions quietly shape our future. If you're someone who keeps up with bills, earns decent money, but still feels like your finances never really move forward, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps understand what's actually going on. Because today, we're talking about Buy Now, Pay Later, and why it's costing you way more than you think, not just in dollars, but in control, clarity, and momentum. Here's the thing. Most people think Buy Now, Pay Later is just a payment method, like debit versus credit, but that's wrong. Buy Now, Pay Later is not a tool. It's a behavior change machine. And once you understand how it works, psychologically and mathematically, you'll never look at $0 today the same way again. Let's start with how big this has become. According to data from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, over 60% of BNPL users say they wouldn't have made the purchase otherwise. Let that sink in. More than half the time, the purchase itself only exists because BNPL exists. Another study found that BNPL users spend 15 to 30% more per transaction compared to people paying up front. Not because the product is better, not because they need it more, but because the price doesn't feel real. And this is where it gets really interesting. Economists call it the pain of paying. Normally, when you spend $240, your brain goes, oof, that's $240 gone. That pain creates friction. Friction creates restraint. But Buy Now, Pay Later removes the pain. Instead of $240, your brain hears $40. And your brain loves small numbers. Here's what most people don't realize. Your brain doesn't divide the pain the same way it divides the payments. You feel one moment of relief, not 6 moments of responsibility. So you buy faster, you buy more, you justify purchases you'd normally skip, and none of this feels irresponsible in the moment. Let's do simple math. You buy $240 shoes, $180 headphones, $300 jacket. That's $720. But you don't see $720. You see $40, $30, $50. So it feels like $120 total, except it's not. You're actually paying $120 every month for 6 months. Now here's the problem. Those payments stack. By month 3, you're not paying for this month's life. You're paying for past versions of you. And that's how people making good money feel broke. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Peter, there's no interest. What's the harm? Fair question. And on paper, you're right. But personal finance doesn't happen on paper. It happens in real life. And real life has memory problems. The real cost is missed optionality. Here's the cost no one talks about. It's not interest. It's optionality. When your income arrives already assigned to past purchases, you lose flexibility. You can't invest when opportunity shows up, handle emergencies without stress, say yes to better uses of money. You've already spent the money, just in the past. I once talked to someone making over $90,000 a year. No debt crisis, no wild spending, but every paycheck felt tight. Why? 6 BNPL plans. Each one small, each one harmless, but together they consumed nearly 25% of monthly cash flow, not because of interest, because of accumulation. That's the silent danger. Here's something that shocks people. Buy Now, Pay Later often creates worse habits than credit cards. Why? Credit cards scream debt. BNPL whispers budgeting. Credit cards show balances. BNPL hides fragmentation. 6 companies, 6 apps, 6 autopay dates. No single moment of reckoning. And this is where it gets really interesting. The false discipline effect. Buy now, pay later feels disciplined, scheduled, predictable, controlled, but it's fake discipline. Real discipline is choosing not to buy. BNPL lets you feel responsible while spending more. That's powerful and dangerous. The opportunity cost investing angle. Let's say instead of $120 per month in BNPL payments, you invested that money. $120 per month, 10 years, 7% return. That's over $20,000. Not from sacrifice, from saying no to delayed consumption. That's the cost. Not fees, not interest, delayed wealth. Addressing common defenses. But I only use it occasionally. Occasionally becomes habit. But I track it. Most people don't consistently. But it helps cash flow. Short-term relief, long-term constraint. Here's the thing. Anything that makes spending easier without increasing income eventually works against you. Actionable steps. Clear and practical. Let's talk solutions. Not judgment, not fear, control. Step 1. Freeze new BNPL purchases. No new plans, period. Step 2. Consolidate awareness. Write down total monthly BNPL payments, end dates. Seeing it changes behavior. Step 4. Replace it with a 48-hour rule. If you can't wait 2 days, you don't want it. You want relief. Step 5. Redirect one payment to investing. Once a plan ends, don't free the money. Redirect it. Reframe the mindset. Here's what most people don't realize. Wealth isn't built by buying smarter. It's built by buying less often. Delayed gratification isn't punishment. It's leverage. Look, buy now, pay later isn't evil, but it is designed to make you spend more, faster, with less resistance. And the companies offering it, they're not betting on your discipline. They're betting on your forgetfulness. So the question isn't, can I afford the payment? It's, is future me going to be glad I made this easier? Because money spent quietly is money that controls you later. If this video made you rethink even one purchase, hit the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach people who need this. And if you want more videos breaking down the psychology behind money decisions, this is Currency Concept. Understand money, then make it work for you. I'll see you in the next one.